I want to share with you some little tips when making an online quiz in Canvas. When you first make it and you go down to the details of that quiz, there's a little option right here that says Shuffle Answers. This is important if you want to make sure that the answers look different and are in different places when you create the quiz. But you also need to be aware that if you're a teacher that uses all the above or A and B or not A and B, however you want to do that, if that is shuffled, it's going to mess those type of questions up. So you're going to want to leave that off and do that yourself in that. And I'm going to show you how you can do that way as well, because a multiple choice or a true false, if you just create it the way it's set up, it's always going to default to the top answer being the correct answer when the students take a quiz, unless you shuffle answers here or shuffle answers manually. So to shuffle an answer manually, you can go to your question. So for instance, I've got a question right here that's a multiple choice question. And when I go down here, wherever that green arrow is, I can actually move that arrow down to another place. So that it will shuffle for me. And then update that question. And that you can do that manually, or you can do it, as I said in the beginning, when you're setting up the quiz where it says shuffle questions. The other thing I want to talk to you about is opening them, the time open. If you have students, I know with a lot of times when we're creating things, we want to create it where it's available from this time to this time. The problem with that is if your student needs extended time on a quiz and you've set it to close at the end of that class, as soon as that's over, it is going to submit that quiz. The way around that is to not put these timestamps in there and to use an access code for the quiz. That way, when they go back in, it will allow them to continue taking the quiz instead of having to submit it and retake the entire quiz itself. So those are just two ways to help you when you're creating quizzes online that you may not have already noticed, but some of our teachers have, and sadly they've had some issues with that as well. So I was just trying to get ahead of the game for some of you. Hope this helps.